said before here. Quick one today, as pre-releases are tomorrow. Just want to go real quick through some of what I think are the best-in-class common cards. These are packs that you're going to see. These things you're going to see pretty regularly in your packs, just because they are commons. You're going to get a lot of them to choose from, and I just want to go over by aspect a few of them that I think you're going to be wanting to play with. We'll start with Vigilance, Onyx Squadron Brute, and Cloak Star Viper. Onyx Squadron Brute being the only one that's in a villainy aspect here. The reason I like it is that it gives me 5 of stats and then a 2 heal on defeat. Cloak Star Viper, the shields are going to let this thing stick around. Yeah, 3 might be a little bit under rate for a 4 otherwise, but the ability to stick around when you're going to bash into units pretty often is pretty nice. Direct hit, defeating a non-leader vehicle, and then covering the wing gives me both an X-Wing token and a shield. I think these are all very playable commons to have. Same thing here with Command. I put 2 of them in because Darth Vader is a common leader, and this is 2 fighters. The reason I like Kimchi Patrollers and the TIE Ambush Squad are that they generate tokens no matter what you're doing. So Kimchi Patroller is going to give you 2 units on the board. You can stick around with the Kimchi and you can manage to attack with it. Vader can create another token. Same thing with the TIE Ambush Squadron. It's going to be able to jump in and immediately create tokens, and even if it's defeated, great. You ambushed in, you left 2 tokens behind, you triggered Darth Vader. I think that's a good trade to have. Eager Escort Fighter, even though it's a 4-1 and probably going to die in its ambush, still satisfies the thing for Vader, or you can go ahead and just pop something in space because 4 is a fairly good number that early. Air Superiority is going to be lovely if you have a lot of space to deal with a unit on the ground that you might not be able to otherwise. Here in Aggression, a lot of things that we're looking at are things that create indirect damage. So the Red Squadron Y-Wing and the Droid Missile Platform I really like. I also really like Shoot Down. Shoot Down is going to be dealing 3 to a space unit and taking it out, being able to pop a base again. Very strong common card and something that you're very likely to see. System Shock is the only common in the list that defeats a non-leader upgrade. And so this is going to be your anti-pilot, would be System Shock, and it does damage to a unit while it's at it. I really like the cunning cards as far as the stuff that they have. It's hard to trim this list to 4, but the Heavy Fighter, being able to deal 3 indirect, and each unit that's done is exhausted, is a great when played ability. Torpedo Barrage is fantastic. This is a better card to me than Planetary Barrage. I'm giving 5 for 3 instead of giving a conditional. It's a conditional 12, but it's a natural 8 for 6, and this is a common as opposed to a legendary. E-Impulse. I love being able to tap down a unit, dealing 2 damage to a droid or vehicle and exhaust it. In this set is going to be wonderful. And then the Guerrilla Soldier is a nice early play if they don't want to burn out one of their units. If you can play this on initiative and they don't burn out the unit, then it comes into play in readies. So it's a very nice little play there at 3, or even later in the game if you're trying to ping off some units down the line. In the others, we have the Dilapidated Ski Speeder. This is a fun unit to play on the ground, especially if you wind up with Rose as one of your leaders, because it's already, it comes in, it takes damage, it's got 3 damage on it, but it's a 3/4 for 3 that you can then rebuild. And then the Sith Trooper allows me to grow that unit as we damage other units. So anything that creates indirect damage and kind of sprays things out, if your opponents are spreading damage across their units, that Sith Trooper just grows. So that's it. Good luck with your pre-releases. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.